Hello, you are listening to the Tiny Vet Podcast with me, Dr. Nicole Sue, and my fiance.
Jez Watts. She's a qualified vet, and I am niet.
Wow.
It's Russian. I'm using language. Listen, if we have any Russian audience, welcome. All right. Hello. What's the topic?
Our topic today is pet insurance.
Cool. Oh, this is your favorite thing to yell at people about.
I yell about it so much because it is so important. It's literally a lifesaver, and so few people have it. I don't understand.
Oh, I thought it was really common. Don't most people
No, not most people have it. It blows my mind.
have it? I have I guess I have a biased worldview living with a veterinarian because, no one doesn't have pet insurance.
Yeah, all my friends.
Because if they didn't, you would have boxed them about the ears.
A firm smack about the mouth.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, well, it's so important. And I think one reason why people go, oh, it's a waste of money is because there are pre-existing conditions, which every insurance has.
Yeah, right.
So what I always...
I would say, I feel like most insurance of humans is kind of a scam. I can see why people would attribute that also to animals.
Yeah, but I've had people go, oh, it's just a scam, just save up money, which I don't understand because they will cover things like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000.
Right.
One of my vet friends, one of her dogs needed like extensive surgical stuff done.
Yeah.
He was just born with bad everything. And I think...
What breed?
Chow Chow.
Yeah.
And I think they've covered, 30 grand of work for him so far.
That's the thing. I actually feel like the odds are probably that you'll have to spend more on your animal's health than on your own.
In Australia, yes.
If you
for our US listeners,
if you live in a country where there is government-run healthcare, I'm sure you've had a bad COVID, but
we are sorry.
But yeah, I guess at least here and Canada and probably the UK and stuff, like there you end up. You don't really need private health insurance for yourself, mostly.
Yeah.
But for an animal, especially ones who are like bred to be like tiny human babies and stuff, it's like, well, that thing's gonna get sick because we made them that way.
Yeah. And for that reason, you've got to really read the fine print for insurance coverage because some insurance companies won't cover brachycephalics.
It's good you corrected that. The insurance companies are not people, and no one who works for them counts as a human.
They do exist to make money, and that's where I'm coming from. They will try and deny a claim, and essentially you got to make sure that you've dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's and make sure that they can't do that. So one thing when looking for a provider, if you've got a brachycephalic pet, so a flat-faced pet, so our very popular French bulldogs and all that kind of stuff, make sure that you find a provider that doesn't disqualify them automatically, because a lot of them actually will.
I'm not surprised insurance
Oh my God,
do that.
absolutely not. But there are still companies out there.
They're definitely going to have
They're
problems.
definitely going to have problems. Yeah, absolutely. But there are companies out there that will still provide some sort of cover. So you've got to do your homework to do it and get it like literally the minute you get your puppy. Because if you get it, some people go, I'll wait until they've had a couple of vet visits. If they find something that's going to be a pre-existing condition.
Right, okay.
So do it before anything has been found. Then nothing can be a pre-existing condition. I don't understand why people get so weird about that.
I still don't have private health insurance. I'm 38. I think if I lived in another country where there wasn't government support, I would have gotten it. But yeah, I think I understand that rationale of I don't want to start paying for it before I need it. Yeah. But I get what you're saying. For sure. You need to get the insurance before you need it. Yeah. Otherwise, nothing's gonna be covered.
Yeah.
But also, I don't want to pay money for nothing. I totally get it.
It's not nothing. So, for example, let's say they don't insure their puppy, and at the first vet visit, the vet notices that one of his kneecaps is slightly loose. Mm-hmm. Guess what? They're probably not going to cover that dog for any musculoskeletal issues for the rest of its life.
What should someone be paying for private pet insurance?
So that depends. So the different levels of cover, just like any other insurance, and you've got to read the fine print. Now, get the cover you'll need.
What does that mean?
So, for example, if, let's say, you have a Pekingese that doesn't really move faster than 5 kilometers an hour, you may not need some types of cover. However, if
Need slow speed insurance. only.
slow speed collisions only.
Yeah.
However, if you have a dog and you're gonna go, all right, I want to play dog sports with this dog. I want to do agility. Then you're gonna need a different type of cover.
Yeah.
So it's very individual. You got to do your research, sit down, and actually look through all your options.
Okay.
But the thing that I always tell people is make sure you're covered for accidents and emergency. And people go, oh, but I'm not planning to
Is
have
that like
any.
a normal exclusion? and
Yeah,
stuff?
because it's and also it's so much more expensive. So, for
Right.
example, let's say if your dog gets hit by a car, and you're at the emergency department at 3 a.m, it could be $10,000 easily.
Right, and that I guess those like significant one-off
Yeah.
expenses. That's really what the insurance is
And
for,
what
right?
people tell me, which blows my mind, to go, oh, we're not planning on having that happen now. Yeah, no one plans on having that happen. That's why it's an accident.
This is the tone she takes with everyone we know.
No one that goes to an emergency department with this kind of thing is like, oh yeah, I planned for this 2 months ago. No, of course no one's planning
this
for
like,
it.
This like borderline hysterical tone. This is the normal way that she pitches health insurance.
But that's the thing, it makes it so much better on everyone in this horrible situation when you don't have to worry about the finances.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, it's horrible to have a pet, hit by a car or sustain this, potentially life-ending accident. It's so much better to know, to be able to go, yes, do whatever you can. He's insured. That's such a good thing to hear.
Sure.
Because, right, I can just focus all my powers to saving this animal's life instead of worrying about silly things like money.
Yes, money's not real, I say as a white Australian male.
But if you take anything from this, get pet insurance and get it yesterday. The Tiny Vet podcast is brought to you by Upilio. Sources for our topics can be found at upilio.io. Outro music by Matt Charleston.